That's great.
I think we're live.
We're live.
Yeah.
All right, CSC Army, how we doing today, man? Jader, your host for the night, joined by Kyle and Gib. How's it
What's
going,
going on, guys?
What's going on?
All right, man. So we're gonna do something a little different. It's something that well, I'm really inconsistent with it, but I try to be as consistent as possible. You know, with the busy schedule that I have. But usually I am one of the I write the articles for the Amazon Prime. So we decided to do it a little different and try to bring it to you guys live to tell you what's going on with Amazon Prime today. Kind of give you a little, quick little reviews on some films you should look out for, some shows that are coming out that, piqued our interest and all that. So let's kick it off, boys.
Let's do it.
All right. So February 1st, we have a list of a bunch of movies coming out. I don't know if you guys see anything. For me, it goes all the way down to the D. Whereas interest, I don't know if you guys like, Bridget Jones' Diary or anything like that you guys might want to talk about.
Of course, dude. Bridget Jones' Diary is awesome. I mean, look who's the star of this award season right now with Renee.
And it looks like she's gonna take it too.
Yeah, I think she's the clear front runner right now. And Bridget Jones' Diary is what it's not just like this schmaltzy romantic.
No,
comedy.
it's not. Actually, I think it has one sequel, right? It's not a trilogy. It's two, right?
No, it's got 3 movies, and I believe she was nominated for an Oscar for this movie, Bridget Jones' Diary, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no. The first one is the one that I see. I know there's one that she has a baby. I don't know if that's the third one or the second one.
That's the third one, Bridget Jones' Baby.
All right, there you go.
And that came out a couple years ago. But no, you got Hugh Grant and you got Colin Firth. Or is it Patrick Dempsey or Colin Firth? It's one of the two.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Renee Zellweger just being her charming self, her happy self.
Hugh Grant.
Carrying the movie with a lot of weight. And it could have easily been just this, schmaltzy rom-com, but it's not. And it's all due to her. But that's one that sticks out to me right away. I don't know about you guys.
No, that's actually why I mentioned it. I kind of figured that you were going to be the one that was going to, vote for this one.
Yeah.
But did any of you see Buffalo 66 with Christina Ricci?
No, I never saw that movie.
No,
I've never even heard of it. What is that?
It's a weird movie, man. It's with Christina Ricci and Vincent Gallo.
Okay.
Kidnap movie and all that stuff. It's not something that really sticks out and screams, "Hey, go watch it!" But it's a funky movie, man. But yeah,
I think it's the first time I heard it. I think it's the first time I heard that movie before.
Really?
Like, what? Yeah.
No, I saw when I was young. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it came out like late 90s, like 98, 99.
Wow.
But I again, 90s is where I started growing this love for film. So I pretty much saw anything that came out back then. But whatever. So you're going down the list. You have Cheech and Chong Still Smoking.
Classic.
I don't know if any of you guys seen that, but pretty much the same stoner flicks, classics, and all that stuff. It's probably I like Up in Smoke a little bit more. I think that's probably my favorite Cheech and Chong movie. But one that sticks out for me is Dick Tracy, man. I love that movie.
Yes.
Yeah. Classic.
Classic. You have an all-star cast, man.
It's one of those movies that it came before the comic book boom happened, and it's not a comic book movie, but it is kind of like in the vein of what some of these movies are trying to go for today.
Absolutely.
These superhero type of things. That's more of a grounded approach to it, and that's one that it's kind of starting to get forgotten. And I'm glad services like Amazon Prime are putting it out there for people to rediscover because it's a well.
If I'm not mistaken, it was on Disney Plus also. I don't know if it was coming to Disney Plus but I saw it on the.
It might be coming.
It was on the queue for sure that I saw it. I'm like, man, that's awesome that they're bringing Dick Tracy. A movie that I never thought would be on Disney Plus because if I'm not mistaken, it is PG. I don't think it's PG-13, but it's one of those it should have easily been PG-13 movies.
Yeah, it feels like a Hulu movie, but I guess Amazon picked it up. So
yeah.
Well, we did pass over just real quick Counterpart seasons 1 and 2. I never watched the show. I know it got canceled after season 2, but it has its hardcore defenders. And if you don't know what it is, it's J.K. Simmons meeting J.K. Simmons. He meets a clone of himself, and it's kind of how that dynamic works. So
being J.K. Simmons or just being or a character with he's not playing himself is what I'm asking.
No, he's not playing himself. It's
okay.
just two J.K. Simmonses meet each other, and he's like one. It's an action series that was on, I believe, Stars for the past 3 years. So,
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I remember the trailers for that.
Yeah, if you're looking for a good TV series, I'd check that one out. I haven't seen it personally, but yeah. Same thing with Escape at Dannemora, season 1. If you don't know what that is, that was Ben Stiller's directed series that was on Showtime. About I think came out last year, and it got tons of awards. It had Benicio del Toro.
It's the best movie that came out in 2011, in my opinion. It's the only one, in my opinion, that made my list from 2011 for best film of the decade. And it's, again, another one that I would even put in my top 3 best of the decade. And that movie is Warrior. Absolutely love that movie. I can't get bored of it. Gavin O'Connor kills it. Tom Hardy kills it. Joel Edgerton kills it. Nick Nolte. Everyone that's involved in that film. It's just it's a powerhouse. It really is a powerhouse of a film. Very emotional, very raw film. I can't recommend this movie enough.
That's crazy. It's crazy because that's a movie that a lot of people, for some reason, either just missed or just didn't get to see.
Yeah.
But especially now with how big MMA is, like, I'm surprised that film hasn't caught up or gotten as big as it should be. That movie, like you were saying, it's excellent movie. You know, Gavin O'Connor, same guy that directed, Warrior. What's the movie with Russell? 2003. Jader. What is it?
Okay, you got cut off. I didn't hear you.
The movie he directed in 2003 with Kurt Russell. Glory, with the hockey team.
No, it's Miracle.
Yeah,
Miracle. Yeah, he directed that, and he's directing the upcoming Way Back with Ben Affleck, which looks incredible.
Yeah, I'm mostly hyped of that. I mean, it looks good, but I was hyped when I saw Affleck and Gavin O'Connor together, and he did The Accountant with him.
Yeah, that was good too.
I love The Accountant. That's another one that I felt like people slept on. I didn't see a lot of people really hype up The Accountant, and I thought that movie was excellent.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, like you guys were saying that, and it's kind of underrated, and with how MMA is getting more popular now, I think it just needs that extra push to get back into the public zeitgeist. And Amazon's doing it here by putting on their service right before Gavin O'Connor's next movie comes out So I think that this movie is for another run.
It does. I found out about this. I mean, I knew about the film, but I didn't go see it the first day. Usually before the Cine Sports Second, we got, the privilege of, seeing movies before they came out and stuff. We had to actually wait.
Yeah.
And I remember that a buddy of mine, which is currently on the road to do just this. He actually he's living in Thailand. Shout out to my boy Jonathan Chino. He's living in Thailand right now because his dream is to fight for the MMA.
Okay.
And he's a big movie guy, but he'll watch a movie, doesn't know actors. He can tell you what the movie was kind of about. But his focus is always, be going to the gym, working out, and doing this. And I remember Buddy called me, like it was like I guess the movie had just ended. It was like 1:30 in the morning when he calls me. He told me he's seen the greatest movie he's ever seen in his life. And obviously it happens to be Warrior. And he goes, dude, I know you and you're going to love this movie. I went the very next day and I couldn't have hyped that movie enough for anybody. Like I was telling everybody to go watch it because I wanted it to make, its money.
I've heard so many people who have said that this is one of their favorite movies ever. Like you're in your Schmodown now. And I know Ben Bateman or Andrew Guy both have it in their like top 5 of all time. One of them has.
It's great. I don't blame him, man. I really don't blame him.
Roxy's in the same boat. So yeah, this is a movie.
I feel like it's the and a lot of people shit on this too. It's like the Rocky of this new era of MMA. I think it's just such a powerful film.
Yeah. It just needs another push, and then once it gets back to the public again, it's gonna become one of those big movies that has another resurgence. Bert, you still there?
think he got scared.
Yeah, he ran off. We got to keep going though.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Alive is. That came out this past
19.
year.
Okay. No, there's a movie called Alive with Ethan Hawke.
Yes,
I
I know
think it
that
came
one.
out 92, 91 era or 90, early 90s for sure. That one, I thought it was that one until right now. I saw 2019. I was ready to talk about Alive, thinking it was the Ethan Hawke rugby. That movie's powerful. Have you seen that one?
Yep. I guess
Oh,
Bert's
me too.
No, I haven't seen
Yeah.
that one. I check it out. Steve just sent me a picture of a frozen Bert who's gone.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I guess just you and I for right now. We'll get Bert joins back in. Bert, if you're listening, just click the link again in your email and jump back in the stream whenever you can. February 12th, though, did you ever see this past year? The Farewell?
Which one?
The Farewell?
Yeah, we actually skipped something from February 7th. I don't know if you want to jump on it very quick.
What I miss?
Honey Boy.
Oh, wow. How did I miss that? Okay.
Yeah. I was like, what are you doing, man?
I completely missed it. We skipped a couple. But yeah, Honey Boy. So I saw this at Aventura just as a movie. I went in, paid money to go see it. It was the only one in the theater, and I'm thinking to myself, man, Shia LaBeouf just really put his heart into this. He just threw himself into this role. He wrote the script all about his life, and it's really impressive what he was able to come up with to make this work, to make it feel honest. It's got completely overlooked in this award season, though, which is
It really has, and I thought it was going to get a lot more love than it did, to be completely honest with you, because when I saw it, I thought it was a short shot. I didn't think Lucas Hedges was going to win anything, but I thought Noah, I forget the kid's name, Noah Jupe, I think.
Yeah, he was in Ford v Ferrari also.
Yeah, exactly. He was fine in Ford v Ferrari. I didn't think anything too crazy about him, but he wowed me.
Yes.
In Honey Boy. Wowed me. I thought Honey Boy was excellent. And funny enough, man, Lucas Hedges. I'm sorry. Lucas Hedges killed it for me as well. Shia in the film actually was the thing that I wasn't lukewarm on him, but I was just like, oh, he's fine. I thought his performance in the Peanut Butter Falcon was way better.
I thought this was his better performance.
Yeah,
I think he should have gotten an Oscar nomination for this movie, considering not only that he wrote it, but he's playing his father. Like it's a real emotional thing he's asked to go through, and he's replaying these events.
Especially what he went through.
Yeah, it's rough, and so I mean, if you look at the nominees, I would have taken out. I would take out either Al Pacino or Anthony Hopkins. I would take either one of them out and put in Shia LaBeouf.
Not Pacino, man. Pacino was my favorite thing about The Irishman.
See, to me, Pacino's doing Pacino. He's yelling.
No. I mean, I don't know, man. I thought Pacino was the best thing about The Irishman.
I mean, listen, I'm not the biggest fan of that movie.
I know. That I know. Trust me.
Yeah. I think it's fine. I don't hate it. I just don't think it deserves all the praise that it's been getting. It's nowhere near Scorsese's best. I've seen better performances from Pacino, from De Niro. I do think Pesci is awesome in that movie, though.
You know why Pesci was so great? Because he wasn't Pesci.
No, he wasn't.
Took a completely different role, and he was still menacing as fuck, in my opinion.
Yes,
he was still a scary dude watching The Irishman. It was in my top 5 of the year, man. I loved The Irishman.
You see, it's just not for me, but yeah, like Honey Boy, it's hard. We're never really gonna. Maybe we'll see it, but we're not gonna see too many films where an actor just throws themselves into it because it's so personal to them. You see stuff like Greta Gerwig's Lady Bird and stuff like that, where it's just a complete person's experience of what they went through in their life. And when they don't get celebrated, it sucks. But
it sucks. It really does. What's crazy about this is the fact that he wrote this in rehab, probably when he was like at his lowest.
Yes.
And he poured his heart out. And let's not overlook the director, man. Alma, I always butcher her last name. Harrell? Yeah.
Harrell?
Yeah. She killed it, man.
Yes.
That's someone that I felt was overlooked for directing.
See, to me, well, we can kind of jump to it now. Female directors got really overlooked this year, and it's not just like for a diversity thing. Oh, so female directors, they actually directed some of the best movies of this year, and that takes me to The Farewell, which is another movie coming out February 12th. I thought Lulu Wang just completely
Overlooked.
Oh my gosh, this
And-
movie is one of the best.
And Aquafina.
Yes, Aquafina too. She got completely overlooked. There's
Completely
a couple
overlooked.
actresses I would have pulled out from the best actress category for Aquafina in there. This movie is just so devastating because, well, if you don't know what the movie is about, it's a film where in Chinese culture, if you're diagnosed with cancer, they don't tell you, they tell the family, and the family doesn't tell the person who has cancer because they believe if you know you have cancer, you're already dead.
Yeah, the fear of going through it will kill you.
Yes, and then if so, the family decides to stage a fake wedding in order for the entire family to get back together to see her one last time before she passes. And
Which
so
just synopsis alone, it's like heartbreaking.
it's heartbreaking, absolutely. And so the entire movie, you're sitting there and you know what the end result is, but the journey to get there is it's devastating, but also positive. It's like really nice to see this family just enjoying each other, being happy with each other. And I think actually the best performance in the movie is the grandmother.
Nine, man.
She's awesome.
She was amazing. She was amazing.
Yeah, she's a bundle of joy. And no, but yeah, the movie kind of it breaks your heart and then it tries to stitch it back together. And I really enjoyed it. I don't want to spoil the ending because the ending.
Yeah, no, not at all. Yeah. And let me tell you, the performances from everybody. The uncle in that scene.
Yes.
The second son, that was some powerful shit, man.
Fantastic.
Yeah. No, I love The Farewell. I actually saw this after I made my list for the top 10 of the year.
Okay.
But it definitely cracked it.
Yeah.
I told some of my friends to watch it, and it's just, again, film is so subjective, and there's just some people that aren't going to like this movie. I thought it was great. Some said it was very, very boring. I didn't think so at all. I thought it was a very how do I say this? Like it was heartwarming, but at the same time, again, the end result and knowing why everything's happening, it like grabs your heart and just,
Yes. Especially there's an entire sequence. It's also funny though, like because there's that entire sequence where the family's rushing to get her test results before she can get her test results.
No, that part actually had my nerves kind of like, what the hell's gonna happen,
Yeah, or she's running, or Aquafina's running across town to get to the doctor's office before her grandmother does. It's just
man.
It's a movie that's got so much heart, and I'm really disappointed the Academy didn't give it a single nomination, not one single nomination.
I know, and again, it goes back. I heard Little Women got overlooked when you spoke about Greta Gerwig right now.
Yes, yeah, I
haven't seen it. But I heard that it got completely overlooked.
Well, it did get a Best Picture nomination. What people are mad about for that one is Greta Gerwig not getting a director nomination because you could tell she threw herself into that one too. She got a lot of Greta in that, and she took a film that we've seen 3 times already and made it her own.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's The Farewell. I think probably it might be my favorite movie that we have on this list.
Yeah. I can get behind that because I like The Farewell more than I liked Honey Boy. But no, actually, I'm lying to you. I just said freaking Warriors on there. So
Warrior, Cabin Warrior. Yeah.
But out of the newer films, definitely, you guys need to check this out. It is the majority of it is in subtitles. They have some, but you don't even feel it. You're so intrigued from beginning to end with this film.
Exactly.
Yeah. What do we got next? American Ultra. Never saw it.
I never saw it. I know Jesse Eisenberg and Kristen Stewart are just being stoners.
Maybe Scott saw it. He can put his 2 cents into like stoner flicks.
Scott, if you want to comment your thoughts on American Ultra, go for it. I'll read them here if you're still watching. But yeah, I never saw that. I don't even know what Danger Close is.
No idea.
And that brings.
I never saw that's a sequel to 47 Meters Down. I saw the original. I never saw the sequel to it. I mean, it's a shark film. How much more can you expect?
I mean, it's going to be called 48 meters now. I don't know what 47 meters stands for. Call it, if you're going to do a sequel, call it 48 meters now. I saw the trailer for this. They're just in a dark environment. It's just pitch black
Yeah.
this time. How much farther can you really go with this? So we can move past this. It's just another dumb
Yeah.
movie.
And then we got for on February 18th, they're showing Super 8, which
Super 8.
I like Super 8.
Me too.
I feel it's one of those movies that I think got forgotten.
Yeah.
You know? Not a lot of people talked about it, but I had a lot of fun. It really reminded me of like a newer E.T.
Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously not even close to E.T., but it's the I want to say probably the closest thing that we've got into something like that.
Yeah.
Thought it was a really sweet film. While it's still, you know, the whole mystery and, you know, you're kind of like, you know, on this creepy journey, but then, you know, spoiler alert, it's not really a menacing thing that you know, that happens to these kids. It's actually something really sweet. So I thought the performances were great. I thought Abrams did a good job. The score, just studied this actually. Michael Giacchino.
Okay.
Did the score for this. Yeah. So see?
You could there it is. You could feel the Spielberg influence though.
Yeah, absolutely. You can, you know, like probably Abrams is probably pointing this way, and then he probably goes,
yes.
yeah, like just move it a little to the side or whatever. But yeah, it was really, really obviously like Steve, kind of like a love letter. You know, like a thank you.
You could feel JJ's biggest influence growing up was Steven Spielberg. The Super 8, the title of the film is based off the Super 8 cameras that JJ used to do his films on when he was younger. It feels like Goonies meets Stand By Me meets E.T.
E.T. Yeah. Like again, it's a love letter.
It really is. So yeah, it's fine. It's enjoyable. You can see if you're a J.J. Abrams fan, this is one of his good ones. He's definitely a couple missteps, but no, it feels like his most personal film. And if you're a JJ fan, you definitely need to see this.
Definitely want to check that one out. Absolutely. And then, well, might as well just jump into it now, right? February
I don't think there's too many other things. There's nothing.
Oh no, that's it actually. Yeah, we're at the bottom of the list. So Hunters, man.
Hunters.
They had a Super Bowl spot for this, which I thought was awesome. And every single person where I was at was like, that looks awesome.
Yes. So you want to describe what the plot's going on with this, what they're trying to do?
Refresh my memory quickly. I know it has to do with them. I mean, it's like 1970s New York, if I'm not mistaken, right? And there's they found, if I'm not mistaken, Nazis that migrated to the United States.
Yes.
And then you have, I think, if I'm not, obviously, it's Jews that are hunting them down, right?
Yeah, so I got the IMDb synopsis. A diverse band of Nazi hunters living in 1977 New York City discovers hundreds of high-ranking Nazi officials are conspiring to create a Fourth Reich in the U.S. The Electric Team will set out on a bloody quest to bring them to justice.
That sounds amazing.
It sounds like The Boys without superpowers.
The Boys meets freaking Inglourious Bastards, man.
Yes, that's exactly what it sounds like. And you get Al Pacino in this.
You got Al Pacino. You got Logan Lerman. I saw he's in it, and bro, what's this guy's name from How I Met Your Mother? Man, Ted is in it. Josh Radnor.
Yes,
which I haven't seen him in anything since.
No.
So he's in it. I think I saw Dylan Baker's in it.
Okay.
So
I got the rest of the cast here, but it's not anyone too big. I mean, Pacino's the one they gave all the money to. So
absolutely.
That's why there's not too many big names in here. But yeah, man, it's a really cool concept, and they're stylizing it to appeal to that boys demographic that really loved what they put out last year. And I think it's working. I think it's going to be one of those Amazon series that comes out of nowhere and becomes a huge hit.
Well, The Boys was a phenomenon. I mean, like that came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
So having this there, and if it's, I mean, not that we need violence and gore, but if you give us some of that, you know, obviously we're going to be
I mean,
Feel to watch that.
we're always down to see Nazis.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. Nazis
Yeah.
getting killed, man. This is awesome.
Like we like to see him get made fun of in Jojo Rabbit. We like to see him get destroyed in Inglourious Bastards. I feel like we might see both of that in Hunters.
Yeah, exactly, man. No. So I'm all for it, man. And then I saw that one of the things that everybody's like where I was at watching the Super Bowl, they're like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. Was I mean, and it's an EP credit. You know that sometimes doesn't mean anything, but Jordan Peele's name is attached to this.
That's right. That was the other one. Okay, I thought there was a big name on there.
So having Jordan Peele on this, man, that
says something. But here's the thing: he did do Twilight Zone on CBS All Access. I never watched it, but I heard it's like, yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. That's what I'm hearing too. But I heard he directed the first episode, I think, right?
Yes, he directed the first episode. He's not directing it, but he's got Candyman coming out later this year too. The reboot of that. So
which one?
Candyman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Jordan Peele is going to be doing that. He's not directing it, but he's heavily influencing that one.
Exactly.
Hunters. This is huge for Amazon. What's their big hits right now? You got Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, you got The Boys, you got Fleabag, but they don't really have the action or the action series in there.
No, I mean I heard. I forget the name, and I actually wrote the article for it, but it's a Carnival something.
Carnival Row.
Carnival Row. I heard that's actually pretty decent. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I like this whole steampunk thing, but I just never got. There's so many shows that I've started and haven't finished. Like on Hulu, I was watching the Wu-Tang show because I obviously love hip hop.
Yeah.
But I haven't finished. I got like 6 episodes in, and the Wu-Tang show is actually really, really, really good. It's well acted, well written. But I just haven't finished it. And I hate starting shows and not finishing them, but I've been catching up with obviously so many movies lately.
Yeah.
I've been trying to watch 1 or 2 movies a night to study for the whole Schmodown thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Hunters is one that I'm definitely going to make time for.
Yeah.
I haven't looked, you know what's crazy? I haven't finished Mandalorian. I'm 2 episodes out.
Oh, wow. I mean, I'm sure you know what happens by now. Oh,
nope.
No? Okay.
Nothing. I have no spoilers, man. So I'm pretty happy about that. I've avoided all spoilers. Anybody that's ever mentioned it, I'm like, I haven't seen that. It's the first thing I'll say.
Okay.
I haven't seen the last 2 episodes, but I heard the ending is pretty intense.
The last episode is definitely the best, and it's my favorite director, Taika Waititi, directing the last episode.
Taika directed the last?
Yes, he did. It's phenomenal. So, check it out. I want to go through some of these comments real quick. Cine Sports Talk posted just a couple more. That Scott loves stoner flicks, which I know is a little jab. He says he loved Pineapple Express. I know Scott had problems with films like Neighbors and Neighbors 2, and what was the really good stoner one that came out?
What was wrong with Neighbors?
Huh?
What was wrong with Neighbors? That was a good movie.
That's what I thought so too, but Scott can't stand it.
Old. He doesn't get it. He's old.
That's true. Yeah. The Seth Rogen flicks aren't for him. The Shot was phenomenal this past year. He liked that one. Yeah. And then they said Hunters looks really good. So, nice. Hi to Yogesh Sharma. Hi to you too. We got a couple comments on here. Scott said Gilberto looks so lost at one point, so that was funny. But yeah, that's all we got right now. Any last things you want to?
No, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the show or the new format. We're trying to get this, video thing kicking off instead of writing because I'm lazy. So, so I'm trying to do this. We're probably next month. We were gonna see how the results of this worked out. If it does work out, and people like it more than the actual articles, we'll do an episode for Netflix and for Hulu and Disney Plus and what have you or whatever.
Right.
But that's pretty much all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and hope to see you next month. Thank you for joining me, Kyle.
Yeah, of course. We can tell them where they can follow you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, obviously, you have Facebook, Jader, Jader. Last name is Paramo, Paramo. Twitter, you can find me on Infamous J13, as well as on Instagram. You can follow us at the Nobody's Movie Show on Facebook and on Instagram. On Twitter, it's the Nobody. It's not the. I'm sorry. It's Nobody's show. And yeah, I mean, join us for this ride, man.
All right, and then I just want to point out we have a top 10 coming out this week at some point. We're gonna be doing top 10 DC film performances. So
I guess into that list.
yeah,
Did you do it already?
Yeah, I already came up with it already. It's typed out. Just gotta get it out. But it was a fun list. It was a really fun one to come up with.
I'm pissed because you know how I feel about the Joker.
Yes, there's a couple Jokers on there.
Absolutely, should be.
And
have Batman, have Jokers.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, there's more Jokers than Batman actually on this list. You'll see when it comes out.
Absolutely.
And then we also have I'm interviewing Ben Schwartz coming up, so look out for that.
Actually, I'll see you there.
That's right. Yeah, Jader's gonna be interviewing Ben Schwartz, so check that out. We're Sonic. I can't talk about it yet, but Sonic might surprise a couple people. So
that's what I'm hearing, man. I'm actually I got invited to see it on Saturday.
Okay, if you can make time, man, go see it.
Yeah. I don't work till 3:00 in the afternoon, and the screening's at 10. So I'm going to grab the kids and take them to go see Sonic.
I would recommend doing. I can't give a review yet, but I would recommend giving that movie.
That's what I'm hearing. I mean, you weren't the only one. There were some people that I spoke to online, and they were like, "The embargo's not lifted," but they were all like, "It's pretty good. It's entertaining."
All right. So yeah. Thank you once again, guys, and we'll see you next month.
Absolutely. Rock out, man. Later.
All right, just give me a sec.